Oh my god, I just ate random's plant. I hope I won't die.
Satoru's eyes widen, eyebrows furrowing as soon as the words leave your mouth and register in his mind. What? You ate a plant? He repeats, a hint of bafflement in his voice.
I did eat the plant, yeah. Okay, wait. No, actually I'm fine. I think I'm fine because I didn't die yet.
Satoru's expression falters, his confusion slightly giving way to amusement at your words, though he still can't help but shake his head in disbelief. You're unbelievable, you know that?
What?
He lets out a sigh, one that's both exasperated and exasperated. Don't do that again. You can't just go around eating random plants, dumbass.
Oh my god, but how else I'm gonna find out what they do? Like, it's important to know, no?
There are plenty of other ways to figure out what plants do without having to, eat them. He retorted,
No!
a slight edge to his voice. It's dangerous. The words are spoken almost bluntly, his tone leaving no room for argument.
Don't worry, you just need to trust me, okay? Like I know what I'm doing, I promise, okay?
A scoff escapes him, the sound filled with skepticism. Trust you? Gojo's gaze turns sharper, his expression hardening
Aw.
slightly. Forgive me if I don't have much confidence in your foraging skills.
Oh.
You're eating random plants, for God's sake.
Okay, but like, so tell me, how else can you find out what the freaking plant does if I won't eat it? Like, someone has to do it.
This is giving him a headache. For the love of everything, if you insist on being a complete idiot. He pauses for a moment, gaze flickering towards you. You can just observe the plant, note down the appearance, the texture, the shape, stuff like that.
Oh, don't call me an idiot, like, what the heck? I say and then I cry. Why would you call me this?
That's because you're acting like an idiot. He retorts, tone blunt as ever.
Nah.
Seeing you start to cry has him slightly flustered, not used to seeing you break down. He lets out an exasperated sigh, running a hand through his hair. He knows how to deal with your recklessness, but tears? That's like a foreign language to him.
Oh, whatever. If that's how you want it to be, then fine. Do whatever you want. I say, and as I cry. Squirrel.
Hey, that's... He starts to cut you off but stops himself, a frustrated huff escaping him. Damn it. This was exactly why he hated it when you cried. It got him worked up in a whole other way. He's usually good at staying composed, but you were making it rather difficult for him with the way tears kept streaming down your face. Don't stop crying, will you?
Fine. I guess I have no choice. So, I will try to calm down.
Good. He sighs, a bit of tension leaving his shoulders.
We need to cut down the wood. But I need the axe. I need an axe first. Where the fuck is it?
Gojo let out a gruff, almost annoyed when you mentioned needing an axe. His eyes flicker towards
Why
you, a
is
glint of
annoyed?
disbelief in them. Seriously? You're still hung up on the axe? He didn't understand why you were so fixated on it. There were more pressing matters at hand. This wasn't the time to be looking for a damn axe.
No, yes it is. Gojo, don't you understand? We need an axe to cut down the trees so we can make a shelter, okay? Like, it's important. So don't look at me as if I'm crazy. Well, I'm being logical.
Oh yeah, very logical. His
What?
words are laced with
No, we're gonna
sarcasm,
beef.
a hint of annoyance
We're
in
gonna
his
beef.
tone. He steps towards you, his
What?
gaze narrowing. You do realize we're stranded here, right? In a place that's probably crawling with cursed spirits?
Oh my god.
And you're worried about making a shelter?
Yes, because we need a place to freaking sleep, man. Like, we need like a safe place to sleep through the night, obviously. What the heck?
Are you serious? Gojo had to resist the urge to run a frustrated hand through his
Oh,
hair. You were just so impossible sometimes. You want to take the time to build a shelter?
yes!
Right now, instead of focusing on getting the hell out?
Listen, getting the hell out is gonna take us literally like very, very long. I can already tell because the island is big. So yes, we do need a shelter. Think, Gojo, think.
He opens his mouth, ready to retort, but your words stop him short. There's a moment of pause,
You.
a beat of silence as he considers your words.
See?
He knew, as much as he hated to admit, that you had a
Haha.
point. With a heavy sigh, he reluctantly nodded. Fine. The word comes out as an exasperated grumble, a hint of annoyance still evident in his tone.
I ate the plant and I think it's toxic in my puke. Bleh.
His expression morphs to a mixture of bemusement and concern. Jesus Christ, can you stop trying to poison yourself for 2 seconds? He mutters, eyeing you with a mixture of annoyance and worry.
Okay, I'm sorry. I think okay, I won't eat this plant anymore. See, now I know I can't eat it because I feel sick after eating this one. So we can now write it down that it is a toxic plant.
What? His gaze flickers from you to the plant and to you again. Gojo runs a hand over his face, sighing deeply. He's struggling to understand the logic behind your thought process. It's not how you test whether the plant is toxic or not, he says, a hint of exasperation in his voice.
Okay, tell me, how do you find out? How do you find out, like, immediately if the plant is safe or not without, like, taking it into the laboratory? Because we do not have access to the laboratory. How can we know? Like, tell me, if you're so good at knowing.
This whole situation was giving him a headache. You were being incredibly stubborn, and it was starting to wear on his patience. There's a process, you know. You're supposed to observe. Observe, not shove every plant that you see into your mouth.
Okay, so tell me, like, just by looking at the plant, right? How can I know, like, what about its shape, size, or like color tells you whenever it's toxic or not? Please explain it to me because I genuinely don't know.
He sighs, his expression hardening. Trying to explain to you was like arguing with a brick wall. You don't just look at the plant. You note the characteristics, like the shape, size, texture, smell, the color, all of it.
Oh my god.
He paused for a moment. His gaze briefly flickered between you and the plant. And then compare it to a botanical book, dumbass.
Yes, but I don't have the fucking book with me, man. Like, do you have it?
He rolls his eyes, an exasperated look plastered on his face. Of course I don't have a damn book with me,
Same,
he
bitch.
mutters, his voice tinged with annoyance. But there's this thing called memory, you know.
Yeah, because I spent my free time learning about the freaking plants. Dude, I don't do that. I genuinely don't know. Did you? Did you spend time learning about plants? And did you memorize it?
Let out a scoff, his irritation growing by the second. He couldn't believe how stubborn you were being. No, I didn't spend my free time memorizing plants,
exactly.
obviously. Gojo's tone was biting, almost angry. He was getting fed up with your persistent stupidity. But I have basic knowledge, you know. Common sense. I can differentiate between a poisonous plant and a non-poisonous one.
Okay, then that's amazing. Just next time I'll ask you, I'll show you the plant and tell me if it's good or not. How about this?
Fine, I'll be the plant expert, apparently. A smirk tugs at the corner of his lips, a hint of competitiveness in his gaze. Just don't expect me to be your personal encyclopedia, okay?
I will expect you to be exactly that because you seem to know it all, and since you know it all, you might as well tell me.
He rolled his eyes dramatically, his expression a mix of annoyance and amusement. This was getting ridiculous. You're infuriating, you know that? Gojo muttered, a hint of a smirk on his lips. Fine, since I know it all, I'll be your personal encyclopedia for now. Just don't get used to it.
So, I have an axe hidden in my freaking, what's it called, in my inventory. Let me pull it out. It's right here, yes.
Satoru's attention is suddenly drawn to your words as he catches the words, an axe. You have a what? He asks incredulously, eyebrows furrowing in bewilderment. He watches as you begin rummaging through your inventory?
Yeah, I have an axe in my inventory. I finally found it.
He continues to stare at you in disbelief. An axe in your inventory? What kind of sorcery was this? That isn't supposed to even be possible. He blinks, shaking his head slightly. His brain was struggling to even comprehend the fact that this was even possible. Wait, hang on. Satoru holds a hand up. His gaze locks onto you, curiosity sparking in his eyes. Your inventory? How the hell do you have an inventory?
Oh man, I'm sorry. This shit's so funny to me. Like, I just do. It's like my special sorcerer ability that I have like a magical inventory with me at all times.
Satoru's eyes widen at your words. An inventory is your ability? He lets out a disbelieved sound, shaking his head. No way. No way that's actually your ability. That can't be real. You seriously mean to tell me you have an inventory of things? He gives a huff, crossing his arms across his chest. Like a video game?
Yes, I know it sounds crazy, but it's literally true. Also, we need food. I'm gonna hunt rabbits.
Satoru continues to stare at you dumbfounded, still struggling to understand your ability. But at the mention of food, his eyes brighten. His stomach growls a bit, causing Satoru to let out a grumble.
Ew.
He was pretty damn hungry. So, you're going to pull food out your inventory thing? He asks, still a bit skeptical.
Nice, look. And no, I just killed the rabbit and we're gonna eat the rabbit eventually. Like, actually we should make a campfire first, you know?
A campfire? Do we really gotta? Satoru grumbles, clearly not happy about the idea. He hated the thought of having to build a campfire, and the idea of eating a rabbit was just as disgusting. He's always had a sensitive stomach, and the fact that Satoru could have been at home and eating expensive gourmet food was only irritating him further.
Listen, I know it's not the most ideal situation, but you have to survive somehow, and we're gonna survive with whatever we have in front of us, okay? It's very simple. It's nasty, I know, but it is simple. So, we have to look in, okay?
Satoru scoffs at your words, clearly not pleased with the situation. The fact that he has to rely on something as disgusting as a campfire and eating a rabbit was already making him want to gag. But he knew you had a point, even though he doesn't want to admit it. Ugh, he groans, rubbing his temples.
Oh my goodness.
Fine,
What the
fine.
heck is going on?
We'll do a stupid campfire and eat that damn rabbit.
Okay, well, just don't sound so mad. It's not my fault, okay? Like, why you sound so mad?
Satoru lets out a sigh, his annoyance slowly fading. He shoots you a sidelong glance, his expression almost sheepish. I'm not mad at
Where do
you,
we go?
he grumbles.
Hmm?
It's just, this whole situation is so damn irritating. Hate being stuck on this stupid island and having to rely on a damn campfire and a rabbit. He pauses for a moment before letting out a scoff. And your ability's ridiculous. An inventory? Seriously? Who even has an inventory?
Oh my god, I can't believe you have issues with my abilities. It's so useful actually right now. Like, stop.
Satoru let out another scoff, rolling his eyes at your words. Your ability is just stupid, he retorts,
No,
though there's a hint of teasing in his voice. It's probably the least useful out of all abilities. A goddamn inventory? Who needs that?
And I start to cry again. Like, okay, fine. If that's how you think about me and my abilities, then that's it. I don't want to be with you anymore.
Satoru's eyes widen as he watches you begin to cry again. He takes a step forward, his features softening slightly. Whoa, 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 hey! He starts, his voice suddenly going soft. He reaches out to you, but stops himself halfway. I didn't mean it like that, really. I was just messing with you. He tries to reassure you, but the words fall flat.
Ugh, just whatever for now, whatever. We'll see. I need to calm down, because you hurt my feelings.
Satoru's face fell, guilt etched across his
It
features.
better fucking be.
Hearing that his words had hurt you made him feel a tinge of regret. He'd never actually wanted to upset you. He'd just been teasing. But he didn't expect you to take his words so seriously.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings, he says softly, taking a step closer to you. His hand reached out, hesitantly touching your arm. I was just messing around, really. I didn't mean it.
Okay, fine. Whatever. Just, I feel like all of us here are stressed out and we are a little bit on edge, don't you think so?
Satoru lets out a scoff, but his annoyance fades slightly. Of course, I want to protect you. You're too weak on your own. He mutters as he instinctively steps in front of you, shielding you from any potential danger.
Listen. I am not that weak. Like, I appreciate it, but I'm not that weak, okay? Like, worst case, just as usual, I will pull out my blender and just put them there and, like, blend them. Like, don't worry about me.
When you mention the lack of fish, he lets out a scoff. Seriously? Figures, he mutters, running a hand through his messy white hair. This place is just getting more and more annoying.
Oh, seriously, what the heck? Wait. I see a rabbit, but he's too fast for me to kill. I want a fish, actually. I prefer fish over rabbit, you know?
Satoru rolls his eyes upon hearing you mention the rabbit.
Oh my god.
Of course you do. You're so fussy with food, he grumbles, watching you attempt to catch the rabbit. You really think you're gonna catch that thing? he retorts, a smirk playing on his lips.
No, no, I'm telling you, I don't want rabbit, I want a fish.
Satoru let out a sigh, clearly exasperated with your pickiness. Fine, fine, fine. You want fish, then we'll get you fish. He stands next to you as you continue to search for a fish,
Oh my god.
his
it's so cute.
impatience growing with each passing minute. You
Are you
know,
serious?
most people would be happy with anything to eat in a situation like this, he mutters.
Yeah, but like I feel bad killing a rabbit. Like I feel less bad killing a fish. Like straight up, you know.
Satoru shakes his head, both amused and annoyed with your rationale. Seriously, you feel bad about a rabbit but not a fish? He asks, his voice filled with disbelief.
Oh my goodness. Yes, that's exactly how I feel. You don't have to agree with it, okay? Jeez.
Satoru can't help but roll his eyes at your statement, letting out an exasperated sigh. I swear you're so damn weird. He mutters, though there's a hint of affection in his tone.
Man, you always say it, but I feel like you low-key like the fact that I'm weird. He's fucking
Satoru averts his gaze to the side, avoiding your eyes. The corners of his lips twitch upward in a reluctant smile. Yeah, whatever. He mutters, a hint of embarrassment in his tone. Maybe I do like the fact that you're weird, but don't let it get to your head.
Okay, also, a skunk just farted on me.
Satoru's expression twists into one of revulsion at your words. Seriously, a skank farted on you? That's absolutely disgusting.
I know, oh my god, what do I do? Like, what the heck? I'm so sad, I'm so, like, I feel disgusting right now, yeah.
Satoru grimaces at your distress, sympathy etched across his features. He takes a step closer, placing a comforting hand on your shoulder. Hey, it's okay. It's
my
just
God,
a fart.
no,
It's not that big of a deal.
What? Yeah, you're the one to say it, because you're not the one that stinks right now, and I don't have clothes to change into. Oh my god.
Satoru's gaze shifts from the corpses to Calvin, immediately noticing the look he's giving you. His expression hardens, a protective instinct kicking in once again. I see it, he mutters, moving a step closer to you.
You see what?
Satoru motions towards Calvin with a subtle nod, his expression serious. I see the way he's looking at you. It's not a good look.
What do you mean? Like in what way he looking at me?
Satoru's eyes narrow as he watches Calvin's gaze linger on you. He leans in closer, his voice
my
low
God.
and serious. Like he's assessing you, calculating your every move. It's a predatory look. I don't like it.
I mean, I don't know. I don't think he's trying to do anything. Like, I don't know. He seems chill to me.
Satoru's jaw clenches, his expression skeptic. You think he's chill? Trust me, I can tell when someone's up to no good and he's giving off bad vibes.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, we can't just leave him there. Like, he's all alone.
Satoru's eyes widen as you mention leaving Calvin behind. Wait, hold on. He objects, his hand outstretched towards you. You're not seriously considering bringing him along, are you?
I mean, he's been with us this whole time. We can't just leave him behind, you know?
Satoru's jaw clenches, his expression conflicted. He knows you have a point, but he's still cautious of Calvin. Fine, he relents with a reluctant sigh. But I'm keeping an eye on him.
Okay, like do whatever you think is appropriate, right? But don't do anything crazy. Oh man. Like don't randomly do dumbing expansion of him or something.
Satoru lets out an exasperated sigh at your worries. I'm not going to just attack the guy, he states, rolling his eyes. I'm just going to keep watch and make sure he doesn't try anything suspicious.